Greetings from the Grace House of Integrative Wellness and Therapeutic Bodywork. The Grace House is a sanctuary for women with true self-care intentions. I'm Grace, the naturopath. So thank you for joining me for Restorative Yoga as we age with grace across the lifespan. And this grace is the grace of the Creator. So let me just set up where you could see my mat. And restorative yoga is different from other forms of yoga because we use props and we remain in the poses for 5 minutes. So it's not like Ashtanga or Vinyasa or even Iyengar. And it was actually BKS Iyengar who brought restorative yoga over to the West. We remain in these poses to get into a deep, deep relaxation. And it's different from sleep and a deep state of relaxation because you're conscious, but your mind is into your body. And so that's the goal. What are you feeling? What are you sensing? What is the body saying? No judgment, no thought, just getting into the body and allowing it to do what it does, and that's to heal. So we're going to start with Shavasana. And I'm going to put you in Shavasana because it's a pose that you can always come back to anytime you feel uncomfortable, anytime that you cannot remain in a pose, you're going to come back to Shavasana. And this is a supported Shavasana. So the props will be blankets, blocks, and if you don't have blocks, you can use books that may be of the same height or width. And blankets can also be used and substituted with sheets and pillows that you're going to be able to fold as we do the poses, and bolsters. And again, bolsters can be made by blankets, folding them over, or sheets. Shavasana, we're going to support the head. So you're going to take a blanket, fold it over for your head. You'll take a bolster to support the knees. And then you're going to have a blanket at the bottom of your mat to support your heels because you want to support the joints. And you'll fold it over. Just one fold is good. And then you're going to adjust yourself. So you want to lay on your back with your head up on your pillow, your bolster or your prop. Under your knees, thighs, and then adjust as you lay your head slowly down. And I will cue you out of the pose. As you begin to sink into your foundation. And just begin to take stock from head to toe, sensing any tension. You can start with the feet and your toes. Bring awareness to your breath. Where the breath goes, the mind goes. Both arms are comfortably down by your side. How's the heart beating? Release the neck, the back of the head. This pose relaxes all of the muscles in the body. As you begin to bring awareness back to the present moment, just bring the breath back to shallow. You can bring your knees up on your prop. Bring the knees over. You can slide the prop down. Roll to one side. And stay there just for a couple of breaths. Press the hand on the floor as you slowly lift the body up, letting the head and neck be the last thing to rise. And then come to a comfortable seated position. And your seated position is whatever is comfortable for you. So you could sit on a block, you could sit on a bolster, you could sit on a chair. A chair is also a prop. And just take stock. Taking stock of what did you sense in the body? What did you feel as you were still? And a lot of times it takes a lot of concentration to just be still. We're going to do a mountain brook pose. And here we're going to expand the chest. We're going to open up the intercostal muscles, which are for breathing. It's a great cleansing pose. And it's an ideal time for spring as we do spring cleaning. So this is a supported back bend. So you're going to keep your head blanket. You're going to take another blanket and fold it like this, and then fold it over again. And you'll do that with two. So you fold it and fold it again. And this is where you're going to lay the shoulders and the upper back. And you'll have to do some adjustments just to see where the head is, where your shoulders are. You're going to lay your bolster to support the knees. So remember, you want to support all limbs and all joints. Once you get yourself comfortable and adjusted, knees, you can spread your arms out, or you can put them down by your side. And if you feel you need support for your wrists, grab your blocks. And you can place your blocks under your wrist as well. And I will cue you in the 5 minutes. And just feel the body just sink. How's your head and your neck, shoulders? You can close your eyes or have them at a low gaze. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath. in the present moment. You can bring your knees up on your prop, and you can gently just push it out of the way. Bring the knees over to the right. Turn to the right side. And then you can even just lay your head on the prop that's there. Place your hand on the ground, the floor, as you slowly bring yourself up, letting your head and neck be the last thing to come. Then come into your comfortable seated position. Take inventory. What is the body saying? How does it feel? Restorative yoga places the body in poses for the 5 minutes so that it can give it what's called a calming cascade. And so different signals begin to come from the brain and the nervous system to put the body back into memory, to put the muscles and the ligaments and the tendons and the fascia. And I want to just tell you that the fascia is like a saran wrap, and that covers all of our muscles, tendons, organs, tissues, and it's from head to toe in every body. And so as we lay in a repose for the 5 minutes, the fascia slowly stretches out. And through life and through stress, it can crinkle. And so muscles contract and begin to cause discomfort, begins to cause tension in the nervous system. And so our restorative pose helps to relieve that. We're going to go into a forward bend, and it's a surfboard pose. So we'll leave one of our blankets, can move that. And this is going to go where your sternum, you're going to lay your sternum just about up here. And the sternum is called the eyelids to the heart. You're going to leave your head pillow here. Remove the blocks. This is going to be for your forehead. So you can fold it over one more time. And you're going to have a blanket down at the bottom for the tops of your feet. And so again, just adjust yourself where your sternum will go, the top of your feet, and your forehead. And forward folds increase the parasympathetic nervous system. The backward bend that we just did stimulates the sympathetic nervous system. And remember, we need our sympathetic nervous system. We need our parasympathetic nervous system because we need to balance. So just place yourself, top of your feet, sternum. Bring it up, do whatever you have to do. Forehead. Your arms are down by your side. If that's not comfortable, you can place it up with your forehead down. And release. This is all about releasing and letting go. And I will cue you. Just adjust so that your forehead is comfortable. Nothing is blocking your breathing or your nostril. And you can just let that head go right into the prop and just release. Feel the ground hold you. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath. You can place both palms on the floor as you lift yourself up. If that's too much for your back, then you can just roll on your side. Remove your prop and just lay on your side for a few breaths. Place your hand on the floor as you lift yourself up. And remember, let the head and the neck be the last thing to rise as you come to your comfortable seated position. And when you're in these restorative poses, if you feel like letting out a deep with deep breath, do whatever your body tells you. Do whatever the body is asking. You are in your own private sanctuary. You are in your own safe space. Take stock. By now, the body should begin to even feel more and more released as we go from pose to pose. We're going to do a sage twist. So you can bring your bolster or whatever you're using for a bolster. And you're going to place that in the middle of your mat or middle of where you're laying. You can place your blanket, your pillow at the top. Place your right hip to the beginning of your bolster. Place both arms down. I'm sorry, let's get something to fold. And you'll fold your blanket over and place it between the knees and the ankles so that you're supporting your knees and your ankles that are folded. Place both arms on either side. Your torso is here on the bolster. You lay your head and we'll set. And sink. And you want your elbows and your arms to lay on the floor. If they're not, you always have your blocks to help you and to support you. And that's what our props are for, to support us. So that you could, if your arms are not coming down totally when you lay, or it just doesn't feel comfortable, you can do that and just rest. This twist cleanses and purifies the kidneys and the liver because it twists it out like a sponge and it detoxifies and purifies the organs. Adjust as needed. Feel the torso release into your bolster, into your support. Let the face drop and the jaws drop. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath in the present moment. And just place your hands on the ground and slowly bring yourself up. Remove your prop from your knees as we do the other side. And you can just turn to your other side, but just so that my back is not to you, I will flip my bolster this way. And so you're going to bring the left hip, and you begin to see the difference in our two sides. And you're going to bring your prop, your blanket, to support your knees and your ankles. Place your torso and adjust. And lay. How does the left side feel compared to the right side? Put your mind's eye in your body. Put it in your left ribs. How's your breathing on this side? Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath. You can remove your prop from your knees and ankles and just raise yourself up. Come to a comfortable seated position and just begin to take stock. And to recognize where you were not able to release, where you still remained tense. Just breathe into that. Breathe into the stiffness, and the tenseness, and the tightness. Inhale into that. Exhale and let it go. You can come onto all fours as we get ready to come into an inversion. It's a supported headstand. And so you're on all fours. And depending on which way you're sitting, you want to take your bolster or a block, and I'll show you in 3 options. So let's start with the block. So you can just take your blanket and make a pillow, put it at the top of your mat. Let me just move this out of the way. Move your foot blanket. You're going to come on your back. You're going to place the block under your sacrum here. And then you can raise your knees up and you can raise your legs up. That's 1. Second, you can use your bolster and place your sacrum on the bolster. Legs up. That's the second way. And when we go in IQ, I'm going to do it from the chair. And it's called legs up the chair. You've probably heard legs up the wall. So you put your blanket on your chair. Make yourself a pillow. You're going to scoot your buttocks to the front of the chair. Place your legs up on the chair, head down, and arms down by your side. And I will cue you. So whether you're on your block, your bolster, or you have legs up the chair, is a supported headstand, a supported shoulder stand. And just sink in. This supported shoulder stand is great for what ails you. And what that means is for each individual, but it releases pressure off of the organs that always resist gravity when we are upright. This flushes all of the organs and brings fresh blood to each of the systems. Stimulates the digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory, nervous system. Put your awareness on your abdomen. And the hips, and the pelvis area. Just release the legs and the arms. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath as you slowly open your eyes. Bring your gaze back. Bring your knees up. Turn them over to the side, to the right. Turn into your fetal position for a couple of breaths. Place your hand on the ground as you slowly raise yourself up. And come into your comfortable seated position. And prepare for Shavasana. And you just place your head, your bolster, support your heels, and just lay as we lay for a minute. And just take stock of the breath and the breathing. How's your toes? Put your mind's eye in your feet and the calves, the knees and the thighs. Let your mind's eye flow from one to the other of your limbs and your muscles, the hips, and just release it as you put your breath, inhale and exhale. The arms, the hands and the fingers, as you feel the gentle vibration. Release the neck and the head, the jaws and the face, and the heart. Just let the entire body sink into the ground. Bring your breath back to the present moment. As you open your eyes and wiggle your fingers and your toes, Push gently your bolster back. Just roll over to your side, fetal position. Take a couple of breaths. Push yourself up slowly and gently into your comfortable seated position. Place one hand over your heart and your abdomen and just feel the gentleness of it. Place your hands back. Thank you for joining me, for investing your time. And time is more valuable than money. You've made a big investment because we can't get time back. So thank you. Whatever position resonated with you, practice it during your week. And until next week, let's age with grace. Namaste. If you need to contact me or if you'd have a question, please feel free to email me at drg23221@gmail.com. The website is awwo.org, the Grace House. Thank you. See you all next week.